Hi, I'm Roy Normington. Welcome to Alternative Remedies. During tonight's show, we will learn about crystal healing from Diane Bloom, owner of Free Spirit Crystals, followed by Tammi Kapitanski, owner of Remedy Within. She'll be demonstrating raindrop therapy. If you've ever been interested in crystal healing, Diane will shed some light on this subject.
Hi, my name is Diane Bloom. I'm the owner and proprietor of Free Spirit Crystals in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about today about healing and crystal healing specifically, how I got into this and maybe what some of the benefits could be for you. I started my business in 1991. In 1990, I had a softball accident where I was hit in the face by a line drive and I got knocked out and hurt my arm. I went through over a year of trying to rehab my arm through Western medicine. I had cortisone shots, I had physical therapy. Finally, I had an operation because they thought they knew what was wrong with it. So I had a friend who suggested that I go see someone who worked with crystals and stones and did a form of hands-on healing called Reiki. I thought that was really kind of crazy, seeing as how all the Western medicine couldn't help me. How were a few rocks and some hands-on going to help? But having run out of alternatives, I decided to give it a shot. Well, needless to say, it worked. In 5 weeks after seeing this wonderful woman, my shoulder was fine. So I started delving into the world of stones and crystals and alternative healing, and decided that if it worked for me, I believed it could work for other people. Crystal and stone healing started thousands and thousands of years ago. What we had before modern medicine was stones, herbs, oils, hands-on healing. This is what the people used. So I started to bring it back into my life, hoping that somewhere along the line I could be of help to others. So I'd like to give you an example now of some of the stones that I would use if I were going to work on you. There are different energy centers in the body called chakras, which is a Sanskrit word for wheels of light in our bodies. And there's 7 main chakras in the body: the root chakra, the sacral chakra in the stomach, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the 6th chakra here, which is called the third eye, and then the crown. And these 7 main chakras are where we concentrate a lot on when we do healing. So the root chakra is associated with your family, with stability. And the color for that is black and red. So I use a nice stone called black tourmaline when I work on the root chakra. And the black tourmaline helps to open up the entire chakra system. It helps to open and clear and balance it. And it's also a very heavy stone, so it helps to ground and center you so that you can concentrate. On the 2nd chakra, I like to use carnelian. The 2nd chakra color is orange. And carnelian is a wonderful stone to help expand your creativity, to help open up the passion in the 2nd chakra, because the 2nd chakra is all about passion. It's about our ability to move forward. It's our place of stability. So to open that up helps you to realize exactly what it is you want from your life. That's such an important part of healing, is to know what exactly it is you want. The 3rd chakra is right here. This is your sense of self and who you are. And I like to use citrine for this because a lot of our fear issues sit in our solar plexus. And gold is the color for this solar plexus. Citrine is a wonderful stone to help us realize what our fears are. And we all have fears. This is one of the main cruxes of our dis-ease, is our fear. The heart, I love to use rose quartz. Rose quartz is probably the most widely used heart chakra stone. I call it the grandmother stone. It's the stone that's going to rock you back and forth and say, oh, there, everything is okay. Nothing's the matter. Just come here, sit on my lap, and I'll rock you. And it's a wonderful stone for soothing your heart. It's a wonderful stone for bringing up those emotions that we block. It's a wonderful stone to help you cry and to release all the years of sadness and hurt that we've developed. And we all have it. None of us escape this world without having some kind of sadness. For the throat, I love chrysocolla. When I first started doing this work, I was told that I had to go and speak in front of people and tell them about stones. Well, that absolutely put me into a panic. I didn't want to do it. I was too afraid. I didn't want to talk in front of people. I was afraid of sounding stupid, dumb, couldn't do anything right. But I was told to get some chrysocolla and put it on my throat. And I carried it in my pockets as well. And it opened me up to a whole new world of not being afraid to talk to people. Then we have amethyst for the sixth chakra, or the third eye. And the third eye is your place of intuition. It's your place of knowing. I just know something. It's the place of information. And to put this on right here helps us to develop that intuitive ability that we have. And everybody has it. You just know when the phone's going to ring. You just know who's at the door when someone knocks at your door. You just know when your child is in trouble. The amethyst helps you to develop that. Amethyst is also wonderful. It's called the addiction breaker. It helps us to understand why we hold on to our addictions. So I give this to my friends, and I've used it many times myself for breaking addictions. And finally, for the crown chakra, which is right here, and this is our connection to spirit, I love a quartz crystal. And the quartz crystal is the most ubiquitous crystal on Earth. There's more crystal on the Earth than any other element. And sand on the beach actually is quartz crystal. So you know why you love to lay on the beach? This quartz is working through you when you lie on the beach. Quartz has the closest vibration to that of the human body, which is why it works so well in healing the physical body and bringing up the things that we need to become aware of. So this is a layout that if you were to start doing some work with crystals and stones, would be a very nice basic layout to use for yourself. And you can do this on yourself. You don't need somebody else to do this for you. That's the beauty of using stones and crystals. And once you have the stones and crystals, you don't have to buy them again. They're not ephemeral like medicine, pills, and shots. They are there with you all the time. Now I'm just going to say this, that I truly believe in Western medicine. I would never say don't go to the doctor. Yes, if you need a doctor, go to the doctor. I think we can combine the two. I think using these alternative methods along with allopathic medicine is the answer.
Wow, that was very informative. Thanks, Diane. Next, Tammi Kapitanski will demonstrate raindrop therapy.
Hi, I'm the owner of Remedy Within. My name is Tammi Kapitanski, and I own a massage therapy practice along with energy therapy. Now I'm going to be showing you the raindrop technique on a client. What I start out with is an energetic oil using Valor as raising the vibration. And what I do is I place the Valor on her shoulders to start to heighten the vibration of the massage and get her body used to the essential oils. When I practice the raindrop technique, depending on the client, what I'll do is place different amounts of oil along the spine. The first oil that I use about 5 drops on each scapula area, and I rub that in to, again, stimulate the body and start to move the energetics through the body. I'm going to start out with our next two oils. These are the hot oils of the body, placing them starting at the base of the spine, about 6 inches away from the spine, stimulating the raindrop technique as rain would drop along your spine. Depending on the height of the client, you use anywhere from 5 to 7 drops of oil along the spine, and also depending on which oils you use. The first two oils that I use are oregano and thyme, and again, these are hot oils. They're spicy. What they do is they simulate or start to stimulate the blood flow, get the circulatory system moving. Rubbing it along the base of the chakras, the base of the sacral area, getting the low back area, and feathering lightly along the spinal cord. And you do this technique 3 times along the spine, raising the chi, or the energy vibration, getting that energy moving along the spine to release any ailments, to release any energetic blockages along the body that she may be holding from childhood or adulthood, depending on her experiences through life. The next oil, starting at the base of her spine, is basil. This is a muscle relaxer to help release the tension and tightness in her muscles. The next oil I'll be using is marjoram, always starting at the base of the spine. The next oil I'll be using is wintergreen, which is a huge anti-inflammatory. The next oil is called cypress. The next oil I'll be using is peppermint. And again, peppermint is a large anti-inflammatory, cools down the muscles, takes tension away, and helps alleviate pain in the muscles. The last oil that I'll be using is a blend, and it's called Aroma Seas. It has a blend of lavender, basil, marjoram. I actually add extra of this oil along the shoulders and along the base of the sacrum. The next process is using an oil called Ortho Ease. What this does is it's a carrier oil, and this is going to help slow down the absorption of the 9 oils that I began with. This is going to also cool her down when the hot towels are placed on her back. It also has essential oils in the blend itself, that help relax and release the tension in the body. The next step, I'm going to be placing a dry towel down along my client's body to protect her skin from the hot towels. And what we're going to do is kind of tuck her in, just to make sure that the hot towels don't touch the rest of her body. I'd like to get the towels as warm as possible, but I always shake them out just a little bit to get some of the initial heat out of the towel. You also don't want to burn your client. And I'll be folding the towel in half, one starting at the base of her sacrum, going to the mid-back. The next one I'll be folding and going across the back of her neck and shoulders down to the mid-back area. The oil and water actually fight each other, so this is going to further infuse the oils in the body, going down into the cellular level to help release the toxins and help release the muscles. The next step is to take a large plastic bag, place it along your client's back, again tucking it into her neck. And what I do is I fold the dry towel over my client and seal her in, kind of tuck her in. The object is to get the client to withstand as much heat as possible, warming the body, but you definitely don't want the client having a burning sensation. What the client will experience now is normally they'll feel warmth in specific areas that are tense or tight in the body. So they may have a reaction of the shoulder may heat up more than the lower back, or the lower back on the left side may heat up in the glute area, because what the oils are doing is they're again further infusing into the cellular level, so they're going down layers upon layers to start that release process emotionally and physically. So the client may experience tingling, warming of a specific area of the body. I encourage them now to start taking a lot of deep breaths, slow deep breaths, to relax into the massage. I also cover my client to infuse a little bit more warmth. And what I'll do is let her sit for about 5 or 10 minutes and allow her body to just relax into the massage. And next what I'll do is I'll go ahead and massage her legs and her feet, and that usually is about 5 or 10 minutes in between, so you can let the towels infuse on the body. What I'll do next is I'll remove the towels, I'll wipe her down with a dry towel, and then I'll follow up with a deep tissue back massage or a massage, as long as your client can handle the pressure. A therapeutic massage would be best to infuse the oils in deeper to the muscles, but if the client prefers a nice relaxing massage, that will also help move the energy up the spine, along the body, and throughout the whole body. So you're actually treating the full body just by treating the spine.
That was very interesting. Tammi Kapitanski has joined me into the studio for an interview. Hi, Tammi.
Hi, Roy.
I'm sorry I badgered your name. What made you become interested in therapy like these?
Well, it's interesting you asked that question because I was very excited as a child learning from my grandmother. She used to take herbs from the backyard and make poultices for injuries or ailments that my grandfather had. So she would teach us at a very young age on what to do as far as aches or pains or what kind of creams or lotions she would kind of mix together or get from the drugstore. And back then, you know, they had a lot of different ointments and creams, so I got to reading a lot of books, a lot of herbal remedy books, listening to my grandma, hearing all the stories that she had, and also using some of those techniques on my grandfather. I used to rub his knees down because he has really poor knees, so he would always say, "Oh, Tammy, your touch is so healing," you know. So that's kind of how I started to get my interest in the healing arts. I followed that up with going to a health food store and learning all I could about herbal remedies, different herbs, different modalities, you know, trying to find out what best way to heal the body. And then I got from the health food store, then I ended up going to massage therapy school. And from there, I really found my knack. It was something that I was really called to and decided that this was the right place for me to be.
So where did you get your training from exactly? I'm sorry.
I went to the Milwaukee School of Massage and graduated in 2000, so I've been doing massage just about 10 years now. And I also graduated from the Free Spirit School of Integrated Healing, and there I learned a lot of energy work techniques, a lot of different healing modalities, and actually Diane Bloom is the owner of the school, so I incorporate a lot of energy work during my therapeutic massages and also use crystal healing therapy to infuse and actually have people benefit more from just getting a massage. We also have crystal healing or crystal therapy or energy work or Reiki that I do along with the massage.
Well, now, along with the crystal therapies and the raindrop therapy that you do, there's a lot of skeptics out there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel about these skeptics, and how would you go about maybe changing their minds about crystal healing or raindrop therapy?
Well, a long time ago, I actually used to be a skeptic myself, not really sure, wondering, does this work, and is this a legitimate business? And I found myself that once I opened my mind and gave it a chance, I found awesome results, just wonderful, hand over fist, just people have healed from this time and time again, including my grandfather, and going into my family members. So during massage therapy school, I actually trained on Reiki. In the school, they certified us Reiki 1, which is the ability to do hands-on healing and getting the energy moving through the body. So I learned long ago that by being a skeptic actually helped me kind of look at it from a different perspective and be a little bit more cautious, and found out that once I learned and had an open mind that, you know, this was the right therapy for me to go into and use many different types of alternative therapies in my healing sessions.
That's awesome. Now, you used raindrop therapy, but do you do other therapies too?
Yeah, I do. I actually do therapeutic massage, which is along the lines of relaxation, but I also do a little bit of deep tissue work in there. Do deep tissue, do hot stone massage, lymphatic massage, and that's an interesting therapy where it actually is a very light massage while you're laying face up, only using oil with a very extremely light touch to get the lymphatic system going. And what that does is that's kind of like the collector in the body that helps raise your immune system and get things going. So lymphatic massages is a very good immune system booster, so during the seasons is when I recommend that massage. I also do ear candling. I have the Chi machine, which also is an energy therapy that regulates the body, and it kind of shakes you in a figure 8 position by your ankles lying on the floor, and that increases oxygenation in the body, and that also helps with fatigue and headaches, so that also helps relax you. I also do Reiki and transpersonal energy work or crystal therapy.
Okay, great. Now, do you have to be in a certain state of mind when you do this? Do you have to be feeling not so well, or do you recommend people that are sick or maybe feeling fatigued to come in and do that, or do they have to wait for that time?
No, that's a good question. You actually don't have to be ill or in pain to see a massage therapist. I do a lot of people that are in pain quite a bit because that's when they think about massage most often. But regularly, you should be getting a massage once a month, like a chiropractic appointment, because that's maintenance work. So what I do is I'll schedule an appointment with you normally once a month to keep up on the relaxation and stress relief, but definitely more therapeutically you come once or twice a week. So it just depends on your body and what you're going through. I definitely recommend it for people who are in high stress jobs, who are athletes especially because they overwork their body at times. It's beneficial for even adolescents and children, depending on what their ailments are as children. That can help quite a bit with either stretching or a tense situation or even a car accident if children have gone through that. It definitely does help quite a bit.
Wow. Now, how do you go about finding a person that deals with alternative therapies like this? How would anyone off the street find these?
Well, a lot of it is through word of mouth to find a very good therapist, but you can find me by going to my website, which is remedywithin.com, and other therapists, basically, they have smaller networks that get together, or groups, so it depends on what type of therapy you're looking for. Usually you can Google the area that you're in, if it's Wauwatosa or Elm Grove, and then type in massage therapy. Definitely call and ask what kind of therapies that you're looking for and finding out what kind of therapies you're looking for when you're calling.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Well, Tammi, that's all the time we have right now. I want to thank you for coming and joining us in our studio. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me. I'm Roy Normanton, and this has been Alternative Therapies. Good night.